But first, we'll go behind the scenes of Dawson's Creek and meet the stars. That is tonight's cover story, and it's coming up next. TV shows, Dawson's Creek would have been a huge payoff.
The WB series airs right here on WGN, and it's getting acclaim from fans and critics alike. But who are the young actors who make up the Dawson's Creek crew?
WGN's Jennifer Weigel went to Hollywood to find out and has tonight's cover story. Jennifer, good evening.
Good evening. Well, Steve and Allison, everyone is talking about this show. So I headed out to the West Coast and found out what all the fuss is about. It's a rare look inside Dawson's Creek.
Dawson's Creek is the creation of film director Kevin Williamson, and it tackles teen issues with style, beauty, and a bit of comedy. I got to go to Hollywood and speak with two of the stars of the show, James Van Der Beek and Michelle Williams. While some say the show is too controversial, James, who plays Dawson, explains why the show is so important.
Kids today are definitely thinking about and dealing with these issues every day of their lives. Now, they're going to see them on television. You know, would you rather they watched it on Jerry Springer, where you've got people with IQs of 3 screaming at each other and throwing chairs, or would you rather they watch Dawson's Creek, where we have 4 responsible, moral teenagers dealing with these issues intelligently?
Dawson wants to be a filmmaker. He happens to fall for the new girl in town, Jennifer, played by Michelle Williams. James and Michelle spend a lot of time together, and I was jealous that only she got to dance with him.
But I just have to tell you that you have the perfect headrest. He has the perfect headrest.
Yes, he does.
Breaks my heart. Is he a good kisser?
Well, I don't want to blow his head up too much, so
Even though these actors were working through the majority of their high school years, the few experiences they did have were enough.
All those miserable middle school dances.
Yeah.
You know, all those terrible first dates, all those things kind of come back to haunt me in the show. I get to relive all of them. Yeah. But it's almost therapeutic.
I went to a dance, I dated a couple boys, got in fights with girls. That's all I need. And if there is ever any of that I miss, then I really do get to live vicariously through Dawson's Creek.
The detail in Dawson's Creek really makes a difference in the finished product.
Everybody has really done their job on the show, from the DP to the focus puller to the, to the grips to the gaffers. To watch that all come together and then have a network support it like we've been supported is just really, really cool.
With all the hype surrounding Dawson's Creek, it's only natural that these young actors can aspire to end up right here, the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Are people starting to recognize you now?
Yeah, it's been strange, actually, and every time that somebody does, I think that they've mistaken me for somebody, or there's somebody behind me who they're really talking to, and it's gonna take some getting used to.
So while we anxiously wait for the next episode, it's good to know those behind it share the same enthusiasm.
I would hope people would definitely want to see what happens to these characters. I do. Yeah. I can't wait to read the next script.
Now, don't be surprised if you see these actors on the big screen as well. Katie Holmes, who plays Joey in Dawson's Creek, could not make this piece because she's making a movie. So, Steve and Allison, you can just tell it's the beginning for these young stars.
Something big.
Something big and better.
Thanks, Jennifer.